Hi Libra, it's tarot time. So the full moon is a Gemini moon, and it's on December 14th, and it lands in your 9th house of foreign travel, higher education, expanding your mind. But, you know, like I said, it's a full moon, so we're working more with releasing energy. So it's like taking big ideas and making them smaller into bite-sized pieces on December 14th, around then. You can finally start to take, like big ideas and break them down. You can also, it's a good time to release some thoughts, maybe some systems of belief that you've had for a long time that no longer work for you. That would be a good thing to do. And also you can let go of some ideals that you're probably never going to attain, that maybe you've outgrown ideals. The new moon on December 29th falls in your 4th house of home and nurturing and the mother. I know that was the mother if you couldn't understand my the mother. That's, you know, we plant seeds there, but you know, there's a little hitch because Mercury retrograde is coming. It's nothing to be scared of, it's just communication goes a little haywire. In the 4th house, like we're planting a seed, right? At the same time, things are moving kind of backwards. So we don't want to start anything new on this new moon. We want to do existing things. So this is a great time for home improvement projects you've already started but never quite finished. Also that, you know, and the new moon, it is in Capricorn, as well as Mercury retrograde. They're both in Capricorn in this 4th house. So it's almost like being an authority on home matters. You can start to become an authority with all your home matters by really like reasserting yourself as like head of household or whatever it might need to be. If you need to have, like, you know, a power dynamic with your mom, there might be mother issues that come up. You might have mom issues come up. There might be some mother issues that come up, you know, around there, like an old argument that keeps coming around, or an old mom, you know, could be that mom's telling you a lot about what to do and how to live your life and you don't like it. Or you could be the mom telling someone, and it could be a very figurative mother telling someone what to do and how to live their life and all that good stuff. So that could come out either way, but it's not a new thing. It's even though it is a new moon, it's an old issue. It's an old thing that keeps coming up. But on a more positive note, like, it's a great time to get home improvement done. Nurturing, you could reconnect with a mother figure at this time too. You really could. Like, a ghost could show up, and by ghost I mean like a person from your past could show up who was once very nurturing to you, or you were very nurturing to them. But for you, I think it's going to be more of a mother figure coming back. And that doesn't have to even be a woman, as you I'm sure if you're watching tarot videos, you're radically open-minded, so you know what I'm saying. All right, so on to the cards. Let's see what we got for the Librans this month. Lovely Librans. He's got to be a Libran. It's from Grey Gardens, if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and see it. Okay. Anybody else? No? The cards have spoken. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Okay. All right. Hey. 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 With that new moon in your 4th house, pregnancy is possible. We'll just say it. And I'm saying that because we've got happy family. We also have the sun. That's a child. And this is it's a pregnancy pairing. That's why I say it. But also there's like this judgy character too. Let's start from the beginning, okay? Happy family. Things are actually going pretty good for you. So the whole thing about a mother figure might be coming back to you. Like, that could be like a homecoming sort of thing. You might, God, I know it sounds bizarre, but it also could be like this mothering thing. You may learn to start nurturing yourself a little bit more, and that like strengthens all of your family bonds. This is the happy family card. So I feel like the holidays for you are going to be pretty good. There's not really too much to worry about or to concentrate on. And that's mostly because you're having a really good time, easy flow, communicating. We look at this. This is like a judgment card. This could also be a guy or just a masculine energy heavy person who doesn't mince words. who doesn't communicate with a lot of emotion. Like and this could be you as well, you might find yourself communicating with less emotional baggage. You might be a little more straightforward and just like to the point, a little judgmental, but we're Librans. What can you do? You know, it's like, we got a little judgment in us because it's part of our soul. But things are good. Like when you get the Sun card, like that's just like a big shining yes card. Like yes! Sorry, I scared my cat. Pretty much, you're on the right path. You're like on your soul's journey, and things should be in flow pretty well for you this month. In flow enough that you feel you can say things, and it's all coming because of this release. Now, I know this is kind of a scary looking card. It's the Eight of Swords. But the truth of the matter is, this girl is tied up, right? She is blindfolded, but her feet are free. Why is she standing there? She could run away. Those ropes aren't even that tight. What this really represents is being stuck in your own thought patterns and not leaving when you know you can. We have these thought patterns and we're like, oh, I just can't get it out of my head, because it becomes comfortable. So we have to let go of the comfort of negative thought patterns, which is hard. I'm the same way. Sometimes my go-to is I'm just going to be cynical because it's easier and it's my thought pattern, but it doesn't really help me in any way. These guys are all thoughts and we're trapped. So we have to let go of some of that thinking that's been like keeping us chained and tethered. Because there are good times to be had this month. And if you find yourself being like, but I'm not, it's because you're falling into habitual thought patterns that you are comfortable staying chained to. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, right? With the King of Swords here, it also shows me that he is giving us the ability to break those patterns. With him there and seeing that December 14th full moon that's coming, where we release these higher education ideals, you might find that like half the things that you've believed for most of your life, you no longer believe them anymore. And it's okay. Give yourself permission to say, this is something that's keeping me chained and I'm not evolving. Because we want to get to this. Happy son, happy family, right? But I definitely sense some sort of maternal energy happening just because of that fourth house, and then the happy family and the sun. Although the sun is a rather masculine card, again, it doesn't have to be a woman. Someone who nurtures you. It's just like coming back around to nurturing, and that is such a good thing, and something that we all poo-poo because it's like, oh, nurturing. It just sounds like a soft, silly word. But unless we like nurture ourselves, like we like can't nurture like anyone else, but we can't. And now let's do your oracle card. All right, Libra. Woo! I'm not surprised. Ancestors. I mean, I've been talking about the mother thing, you know, the nurturing figures. So, I don't know. Ancestors. To me, I have a lot of planets. How do I say this? I communicate with the dead. So for me, when this card pops up, it kind of tells me that like ancestors are wanting to communicate with the Librans. I mean, we're an interestingly emotional one-on-one partnership sign. So, I mean, you might find yourself talking to dead relatives. Oh my God, they're gonna lock me up. Well, it's almost like coming face to face with your past. You could be receiving astral communication from past loved ones. It happens. You may just find yourself more surrounded by like guardian angels because it's the holidays and they want you to feel safe, protected, nurtured, and loved. And that's a pretty good thing. And they are very much like mother figures to you. It's hard to talk about the ancestors card because to me this just means communication with your dead relatives. That's what it means to me. Doesn't mean that it will with you, but if you wanted to talk to your dead relatives, I bet you, yes, you could. And you just might have things pop up. And it doesn't mean that you're talking to dead people. Also what it means is like things just pop up. Like something coincidences, I guess, like, you know, people who don't believe in that synchronicity and stuff like that, or communication, astral bending and all that good stuff. You might just like find your grandma's locket out of nowhere. Things like that. Look for things like that. Yeah, I know that got a little wackadoo and like a little bit soft and kind of psychic, but hey, I mean, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at mysticassistant. Yeah, and like, comment. I love to hear from you. Tell me what you think. You can just post it in the comments below. And I respond. I love to respond. I am a communicator. And finally, have a very happy holiday. And also, I'll see you in 2017. I talk to dead people, okay?